How's it going, everyone? So this is part 2 of the reverse wrap cordage series, and I figured what I do in this one is go over splicing. As we iterated before, reverse wrap cordage is a way to make natural cordage stronger and make it more usable. Sure, you can just use single strips of bark or plant fiber or what have you to tie something really quickly. But if you really want that strength, you have to reverse wrap it, and then you have to quad wrap it. So that's a later part of the series. But what I figured we'd do today is I have some jute right here. I'm going to use jute to show what I'm talking about. I've had people ask me if I've used jute for bow drill. I have. You need to quad wrap it, in my opinion. But we're going to use jute because it's a good, stable kind of baseline to really show these skills. There's not any processing tricks I'm using for a natural fiber or anything like that. So we're going to use this jute fiber, talk about splicing today. That is the act of making your cord longer. So I've got my reverse wrap section here. As you can see, I've got some tails. Let's say I ran out of room to reverse wrap. So I was like, oh, I'm going along. Oh, darn. I only have that much room left. That's not a very long and usable piece of cordage. What I may have laying around, though, is some raw fibers that I could use to put into that. So for this piece of jute, I'll show it. But this could work for your dogbane, your tulip poplar, your basswood, stinging nettle. I would love to do a video on like all the species that you can use for reverse wrap cordage. You can even use animal products such as like rawhide or buckskin or what have you, tanned hides. So you have your reverse wrap cordage. You're kind of left with these two tails. Now you have two options here. You can knot this off and you just have this. This isn't usable. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find another link of raw material. I'm just using jute as an example. But so here's your raw material, and you're gonna find the middle. It's kind of like you're starting that reverse wrap once again. And actually, well, a little bit more. There we go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this bite in the cordage and those V's and match that up. Now, let's say that this side was shorter than this side. I would make whichever the corresponding side of the new raw material longer. So it kind of evens out going all the way down. So now I'll put that bite into that V. And for splicing, you're going to want to lay them on top of each other and just start reverse wrapping again. So I'm going to roll forward, just like I did before, and bring back. Roll forward, bring back. Roll forward, bring back. Roll forward, bring back. Just going to keep doing that until my splice is fully integrated. So that means that both of those cords are laid up next to each other and are integrated into my wrap. And that is what allows you to create a longer piece of cord. As you can see, I'm just going along same way as I would reverse wrap. Again, I'm rolling towards this shoulder. Roll, bring back, roll, bring back, roll, bring back. So I'm gonna just keep going along until I feel like that piece is integrated. Once you get good at this, you can make cordage pretty fast. So as you can see there, right about there, it's kind of messy, but it worked. I integrated another piece of cordage in, and I'll just do that as I go along this until I get the length of cordage I want, whether that be a 6 feet piece of like utility line, utility cord. Maybe I'm making a bowstring, maybe I'm making a bow drill string. This just allows you to open up more options for natural fibers, because you're not going to find natural fibers like this long usually. And then you have to half that so you're automatically shortening it. So it's just really difficult to find like a good length of cordage that you can use readily off the landscape. Nettle fibers, really surprisingly, like stinging nettle or English nettle, are one of the best fibers to use for natural cordage. It's one of my favorites. Basswood, the basswood tree here in North Carolina works really well. Tulip poplar works really good. I've had success with tulip poplar as like a structural string, not really as a bow drill string. But yeah, so again, all about that flow. Just keep working it, keep moving on. Again, I'm just twisting forward, twisting towards this shoulder. And that's it. I'm twisting to my left, if that makes sense. Like that way. I'm twisting forward. Yeah. So I'll just go along, and however long I want this piece of cordage to be, I'll just keep splicing in pieces. But as you can see, that splice didn't really add too much. However, I will say that that's now a weak point in my cordage. So if I were to do a bow drill, that part is more likely to blow out, just because there's a little bit more friction in there. There's two lines laid up instead of one, so it could pop. Yeah, figured I'd show that part today. If y'all want me to continue this series and kind of go into the world of making rope, making quad wrap cordage, which is where we would take our piece of really long cord and half it again and kind of do the opposite reverse wrap. So I would be rolling towards this shoulder. It's a whole thing, but that makes your cordage way stronger and it makes it a lot more ready to use for something like a bow drill. Just let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching the video and hope y'all are having a good week. I'm trying to release more videos as it goes along, but yeah, super appreciate y'all staying and watching. That's our length of cord done with the splice right there, jute cord. Yeah, thanks y'all.